Alright, guys, this is pretty crazy. It's your friend Keith, and I'm live again in the control room at Essex Recording Studios just outside London in England. And what you see in front of me is one of the most epic instruments we've ever had here at the studio. And I'm going to tell you why. If you're new to the channel, click like, click subscribe, come join our family. There's over 6,000 of us. You're going to see some of the coolest, rarest instruments I get from all around the world. This one was owned by Dave Mustaine of Megadeth. Platinum selling, Grammy winning, heavy metal legend, founding frontman of Megadeth, original member of Metallica. Unbelievable. Now, this banjo is super special. It's not at all what I expected, and the story behind it is crazy. So, little backstory before I tell you just why this is so epic. Because this was used to record on a Megadeth album, and the song, and the story behind the song, and all of that is just insane. But how did we get it all the way here in London, in England? Well, I bought this entire collection from Dave on Reverb back in November 2019. You can see here on the certificate, sold on Reverb. There's a Reverb embossed logo there, signed by Dave, and you've got the date of the sale, November 4th. I didn't know what to think about this because I just assumed that because Dave was endorsed by Dean, he was given just like absolutely everything in the lineup that they sell, and like, why would he have a banjo? Nothing significant about it. I was completely wrong. When I bought all of this, there's tons of hype. Reddit was talking about it. Guitar World magazine, largest guitar magazine in the world, was talking about it. Trogley's Guitar Channel did a video. It got over 100,000 views about me making this purchase. So yes, lots of hype, lots of publicity for the studio and for this buy. And Rolling Stone interviewed Dave Mustaine and said, "Hey, what do you think about this? This is crazy. Your whole collection's going to a recording studio in the UK." And he said, "You know what? I think it's great. It's really cool that artists are going to get to play these guitars and instruments, and that they'll have a new chapter in their life." And this one actually has. This one's been used to record by Bootyard Bandits. You have to check them out. Check out their video on YouTube. They've got a Lego stop motion music video that the drummer spent 6 months doing. It is hilarious, and the songs, they just rock. They're great. They're with the Ailstorm camp, and they've been all over national radio here in the UK. So Bootyard Bandits, they got to record with this. Their guy, Tom McCarthy, we call him Big Matt. He's super talented. You follow him on Instagram too. Anyway, back to this. So Rolling Stone's like, "What do you think?" Dave Mustaine says, "Yes, I think it's super cool. And you know what? I'll even sign every one of these instruments if I ever meet the guy." Well, as you can see on this banjo, the backwoods banjo, it is signed by Dave Mustaine. Because when I saw the Rolling Stone article, first of all, my inbox blew up. I had so many of you guys from the YouTube channel get in touch. I had loads of Facebook messages and Instagram messages from strangers saying, "Dude, they're talking about you on Rolling Stone. This is nuts." Well, yeah, I reached out to his management and to the writer of the Rolling Stones article, and I said, "Let's make this happen. If he says he's willing to meet me and sign all of these, I looked at the tour schedule. They were due to come to London, Wembley Arena in a few months, January 2020. So I brought this entire guitar collection, and there's loads of them. There's this banjo. There's this bass. There's loads of electric guitars owned by Dave. We brought all of them to Wembley Arena. Backstage, all the Five Finger Death Punch crew were there. All the Megadeth crew were there. We hung out. Awesome, awesome people. Serious pros. And I hung out with Dave for like 40 minutes. I've got a video of that we're going to upload very soon. Dave Ellefson gave us two of his basses from the tour. They're right here. Absolutely wild. And when we had this whole collection, Dave Mustaine came and looked at all of it. We gave him a painting from a British artist, Mark Sefton. He loved the portrait. And when he saw this whole collection, he's like, wow, so many memories. And the very first instrument he went to was this one. Yes, the banjo of all things. His double neck, his Carina Explorer, his prototype V that he designed to launch his whole signature line with Dean guitars. All of those he skipped past and he went straight to this one. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, there's no way there's a story behind this. Wrong. This guitar was used to write and record the Blackest Crowe. When you hear that song on the album, this is what you're hearing. It is this instrument. And it is the only song Megadeth will not play live. So the story is tremendous. This was used to write a song about Dave's mother-in-law, his wife's mother, passing away from Alzheimer's. She got ill, and that's what the song was written about. And it's such an emotional and painful song, and complex too, playing the banjo, that for a whole host of reasons. There's a good interview with him talking about it. He's like, you know what? It's the one song we do not play live, and we never will. So that's incredible that in our studio here in the UK, we've got the actual instrument used to record the one song Megadeth will never play live. I can't believe that. That's a story, and talk about just something close to the artist, the very painful subject of death and personal family loss, and this instrument wrote that song. It's a song that's also extremely unique from Megadeth and unlike anything else they've ever done. So it's just absolutely an incredible story behind this instrument, and to get something that has that kind of story is just it's something that comes along once in a lifetime to a collector. And this was not advertised in the Reverb sale. We have it on video where we were meeting Dave, and he just went straight to this one and said, man, so many memories with this. This is what I used to write and record that song. And I was just blown away. So, there were stories behind all the instruments in this collection. They were not just simply things given to him that hid out in the closet. They were used for the creative process in a lot of songs, on a lot of records. Some new, some old. So I wanted to share this with you guys, and I thought that hearing that story would just be something really special for the followers of the channel. And, just, I get goosebumps thinking about it, because that meeting was so special, but then hearing that story, absolutely incredible. And then the fact that, a new up-and-coming artist like Bootguard Bandits got to also record with it is just even more special. I love that that legacy has continued, and we're going to put this up for sale to help raise money for the studio, because during coronavirus, we made a deal for this place at the end of 2019. Nobody knew, December 2019, that coronavirus was going to hit and shut down not only this whole country, but the whole world. And so it's been a bit devastating here. We took over this massive radio station, huge complex. It was 17 radio stations here. It was the Daily News headquarters for this part of the UK. And we took over all of that media compound in Southend-on-Sea, just outside London. And yeah, guys, it's, man, talk about stress, taking over such a massive place. This is just a little bit of it on one floor. There's 3 floors here. So, someone else who's a mega fan we'll get this, and until then, we'll continue to love having it here in the studio's collection. We're going to take great care of it. Any artists that want to see it, play it, you know, even fans of the band, if you're in the area after this lockdown's lifted, by all means, come over here and we'll crack open a beer. We'll listen to some music, and we'll check them out and play them and just have a great time. Cool. I got to get going. My wife's yelling at me. She's saying, get home. It's like 10:30 at night, but I wanted to do this one last video. If you have the time, follow us on our socials. It's at Essex Recording Studios, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I look forward to telling you many more stories and sharing many cool instruments with you that I find in my travels all around the world. Awesome, guys. Good night. I love you. And I can't wait to show you more videos. We've got a lot more coming, but this wraps up the Megadeth collection for us. Whew! What a saga. What a media storm. What a story. I'll see you all soon. Stick around on the channel and explore more from this collection. Go just view all the old videos. Look at our playlists. You'll see a lot of cool stuff. I mean, we've got like 1,000 videos on the channel, guys. All right. Good night. I'm sleepy. I gotta go. Bye.